So what if some states were swing states? Swing states are states that are basically, for example, this is Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is considered a swing state. But what if history was different and certain other states were swing states? So we're going to leave a state like Pennsylvania alone for now as well. Uh, Go back. We're going over several states. We're not including a state like Florida because Florida is no longer a swing state, but it used to be. But we're going to California. What if California was a swing state? So it could shift the partisanship to just around D plus 82, 2.82. It would make basically a kind of basically be like the Democratic version of Florida. We're going by county by county. Orange County would be R plus 19. San Bernardino would be 18 points. Riverside, San Diego, Imperial County would all be red. Almost every county except for Alpine County, which has like two people, would be Republican as well. Areas in the San Francisco Bay Area and the Mendocino area and Yolo area. This is a little county in California called Yolo. Wow. And places like here would still stay blue. LA would be much closer. Only Democrats would only win the county by 16 as well. But what if Republicans actually flipped the state in a surprise election if California was a swing state? Let's say in the election it becomes a Republican area. Not much will change of the map. Napa County would flip. Not Napa. Solano County would actually flip. But places like, but a lot of the county lines will still stay around the same. Same here. LA and places like LA would get closer, and Alpine would still be D. Would still win the. Would be still D plus 2. So that's California if California was a swing state. We did both scenarios if Democrats and Republicans won. Now we're doing a Republican state, Tennessee. Tennessee is an R plus 23 state. But what if Tennessee was a swing state? This is if the Republicans barely won it. Of course, Selby would still be safe blue, but places like Hayward, Madison, Hobbiton, Montgomery, Hamilton, and Knox would all flip. And Rutherford would also flip. What's to say the Democrats actually win the state? What's to say at the same margin Republicans won Wisconsin? These county, the map wouldn't really change, but most of these Republican counties would be less Republican. And Republicans would still win the majority of counties in Tennessee. See, it'll look a lot like the state of Pennsylvania. Yeah, almost. Well, you'd still have some hardline conservative counties, but you'd have a lot of more swing counties. Another example we could use is Oklahoma. Almost every single county voted for every single county in Oklahoma voted Republican. But what if Oklahoma was a swing state? If it was a swing state, Oklahoma, Payne, Tulsa, Cherokee, Oklahoma County, Cleveland, and Comanche counties would flip. Most of Oklahoma would still be very Republican, however. But only 6 counties would flip. But what if the Democrats won Oklahoma? let's say they win by 3. They would win one more county, that would be Muskogee County as well, but most of the results will be in the more urban counties in Oklahoma. Now we're doing another blue state, New York. If New York was a swing state. Out of all these ones, this actually has the biggest possibility of happening in the future. Since Republicans got within 5 in the governor election. This would be the map. Most of the northern part of New York would flip. Even places like Rockland County would flip to Republican. Places like Essex, Clinton, these are usually blue counties, would flip. Erie County would flip. Monroe would be flipping, and these counties would be flipping. New York City would still stay extremely blue, but would be less blue. Democrats would only win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counties. Let's say Republicans actually win the state. Not much would change. Albany would still be blue. Cayuga, I don't know what place is now, and all of the New York counties and Westchester would still be blue. But Republicans would win the statewide if they managed to flip the state. Next is Massachusetts, one of the bluest of states. What if Massachusetts was a swing state? We're going to say Democrats win the state by just around 4. Or win the kind of state, would lose it, would barely win the state. Or actually, okay. Okay, we're doing counties. We're doing the whole state. So this is the whole state. Yeah. A lot of the state would still be very blue, but again, they don't do it by county in Massachusetts. This is the actual elections of Massachusetts here. There are not many red counties, but we do. But Massachusetts was a swing state. It would work like this. Even parts of the very rich island would be more Republican. Yeah. And a lot of counties in the state would flip. But Boston Metro would still be mostly the same. Here, Boston will still be mostly blue. But let's say Republicans actually flipped the state in a surprise election. This would be a shocking election, to say for sure. And Massachusetts would never be the same again. Next is Vermont. Vermont is not the most important state in the election, but it is the bluest of blue states. This is the map it would be if Republicans did way better in the state. Most of the state would still be blue, blue, but many of the state would trend away from the Democrats as well. In the chance the Republicans win the state, almost all northern and this part of southern Vermont would be red, with still a large blue area in the state. Now we're doing the reddest of red states. This is probably the least unlikely to happen, but what if Democrats actually did well in the state? The map would look like this. Teton would probably not be this blue, but it would probably still be blue. But Fremont would flip. Albany would be a safe blue area, and Romani would be a blue area. Many of the counties in Wyoming would still be Republican leaning. And actually, had it were it was a state, if it was Democrat, but what if Republicans still held on to the state? As well. I don't see Wyoming flipping anytime soon. But now Texas. Texas is a very strange state, but what if Democrats actually did flip the state? Not much would change about the map and the rolls. A few counties would flip, like Zapata County, which they won by 5. They would flip Jefferson County. They would flip Collin County. And they wouldn't flip many counties in Texas. They would flip Brewster County. And they would flip some of these southern Texas counties. But not much would change in terms of the map of Texas, all things considered. But now let's do Illinois. What if Illinois became a swing state? Almost every county besides Lake County, DuPage, and Cook, and Champaign will be red. Even in places like Kane County, Republicans would win by around 2. They would probably have to max out on places like McHenry and these parts of northern Illinois, which are not really as red as the southern part of the state, and are more kind of like Wisconsin as well. And if Republicans were to flip the state, let's say by like a small margin, DuPage would probably also flip as well, which would make Illinois less reliant on 3 counties for Democrats. Now we're doing Nebraska. What if Nebraska was more of a swing state? Not many counties would flip. Douglas, Thurston, Soppy, and Lancaster will be solely the blue counties in Nebraska, which really shows that most of these low population density counties, all we really need to do is trend these more urban areas or suburban areas or more densely populated areas, and the states will become less Republican. As well. Now we're doing another blue state, and that's the state of Washington. If Washington was a swing state, Skagit County would flip, Lewis and several of these counties would flip, places like King County, Subis, Fusted, and this county, and this island here, and Wukom, that's an actual name for a county, would still stay blue. And Whitman would also flip, and some of these others would probably flip as well. Yeah, making these states. And Republicans did win the state of Washington. It would be pretty bad for the Democrats because they would only win 4 or so counties. Now we'll do a state like Alabama. Alabama was a swing state. This large area would be mostly blue. Yeah. But most of Alabama would still be a red state. Basically. What if Democrats actually flipped the state? This would be the map. And is there any major states to go for? Because we're for the major blue states. Oh, Maryland. What if Maryland was not a blue state? Or more of a swing state? This is a state was only 5 points Democrat. Baltimore County. There's actually 2 Baltimore counties. That's surprising. This county would be ruby red. And Prince George's and all of these other counties would be blue. West blue. But the Democrats would still win the state mostly due to DC's influence. Okay, here's the funniest one. What if DC was a swing? This will never happen, but we're gonna see. Oh. You're not gonna mess with DC. But we have gone through most of the major states. Yeah. But it is pretty interesting how few counties actually determine an election. That is what I'm gaining from this. How few counties actually determine elections. For example, a state like South Carolina, it is... If the Democrats won South Carolina, you can definitely tell that a lot of counties would flip. Almost certainly if the Democrats won the state of South Carolina and an upset victory if it was a swing state as well. For example, a state like South Carolina or Iowa, it is basically just dependent on the number of counties. Yeah, but even like Iowa, a lot of counties will still be Republican. You have to win by like Obama numbers to win a lot of these counties the same way again. But what if West Virginia, we got about West Virginia, What if West Virginia flip blue? Yeah, even like West Virginia, it shows how few counties truly sway elections. Yeah, we're back to the original results. But again, this video shows you how few counties actually sway the result of the elections. Okay? For example, Tennessee, if any of these the more populated counties trended away, the state would become more blue. And that's it about this video here. Or let's do one more state. North Dakota. If North Dakota voted blue, we would have a trend of this part of the state becoming more blue. And that's like the more populated part of the state. And that's about this video here. Goodbye.